right now, you probably have like 3 tabs open, your phone is buzzing, and there's just this really dense PDF staring back at you.
Yeah, it is an entirely overwhelming way to work.
Right. I mean, you are more connected to the world's knowledge than any generation in history, so why do you feel completely burnt out? Welcome to today's custom deep dive, by the way.
Thanks. And to answer that, it is because that constant stream of notifications is actively fragmenting your attention. We treat this endless digital scrolling like it keeps us informed.
Yeah, like we're being super productive.
Exactly. But biologically, it is really just hijacking your dopamine system.
Which is why today we are looking at this ancient, surprisingly low-tech antidote to this whole modern digital quagmire. We're exploring a way to pull off a digital detox that doesn't just rest your eyes, but actually boosts your academic performance.
Oh, absolutely.
And we are talking about running.
Yeah, hitting the pavement. Because to understand how running cures digital burnout, we first have to look at what, sitting at a desk and studying all day actually does to your physical nervous system.
Right, because staring at a laptop reading for like 6 hours straight, it feels exactly like sitting in a parked car and just flooring the gas pedal.
That is a great analogy, actually.
Yeah, you are just revving an engine in neutral. All that academic pressure locks your nervous system into this tense fight-or-flight state. But you aren't physically going anywhere.
The energy is just totally trapped.
Exactly, just trapped.
And running forces your body to actually use that trapped energy. The physical exertion metabolizes the excess cortisol.
The stress hormone.
Right, the major stress hormone. It burns it up for physical fuel. And at the same time, your body releases endocannabinoids.
Okay, wait, what do those do?
Well, they naturally lower your heart rate and ease that lingering panic response, which shifts that revving engine into a smooth forward gear.
Okay, so the physical movement clears out the stress chemicals. But, I mean, you could get that from doing, like, jumping jacks in your dorm room, right? There has to be something specific about going for a run outside that forces a deeper mental shift.
There is, because you physically cannot scroll TikTok or, reply to a stressful email while you are jogging down a sidewalk.
I mean, you could try, but you'd probably trip.
Right, exactly. So that forced disconnection activates a region in your brain called the default mode network, or the DMN.
Ah.
When you stop feeding your brain a fire hose of new information, the DMN takes over to process the backlog. It is responsible for daydreaming, synthesizing complex ideas, and making creative connections.
Which completely explains why those sudden eureka moments for a thesis paper always seem to, like, hit right in the middle of a stride.
Yes. You have stopped forcing it, so the background processor finally gets to work. And while it is processing, running recalibrates your dopamine system.
By trading the instant phone swipes for delayed gratification.
Precisely. Earning a runner's high requires sustained effort, and that helps repair your brain's reward system so you can actually focus on hard, slow tasks when you finally sit back down.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. If I have a massive midterm tomorrow, my first instinct is definitely not to lace up my running shoes.
Right, it's to panic.
Yeah, to brew a giant pot of espresso and just grind for 6 straight hours. Are you really telling me that a 30-minute jog is a better use of that time?
Biologically speaking, yes, absolutely. The classic all-nighter fights your physiology, whereas running leverages it. Cardiovascular exercise stimulates BDNF.
Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, right?
You got it. Think of BDNF like a paving machine in your brain. When you learn a new concept in a lecture, you are basically walking down a dirt path.
Okay, I follow.
Then BDNF comes in and paves it into a highway, literally building new neurons and making that information instantly retrievable later.
Oh, well, which makes total sense, because if running increases your heart rate, you are pumping way more blood.
Delivering more oxygen.
Yeah, delivering oxygen directly to the hippocampus. You are physically upgrading the hardware where your memories are actually stored.
Exactly. And when you combine that upgraded hardware with running outdoors in natural light, you effectively set your circadian rhythm.
Which obviously helps you sleep.
Right. A regulated rhythm promotes deep REM sleep later that night. And that is the exact phase of sleep where your brain solidifies those short-term study notes into permanent long-term knowledge.
That is incredible. So the whole idea that you have to sacrifice your health and your sleep for just endless screen time is really just a complete myth.
A total myth. University is a marathon, not a sprint.
Literally. Running is the hard reboot your overloaded brain desperately needs to clear the mental fog and, get their revving engine out of neutral.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
but it really does leave you with a pretty provocative thought. I mean, if just the simple act of rhythmic screen-free movement
Right.
unlocks the default mode network and all this hidden cognitive power,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
it just makes you wonder what else we're missing. Next time you feel hopelessly stuck on a problem, maybe you don't need a new productivity hack. Maybe you just need to fold some laundry, wash the dishes, or step outside and just see where your mind runs.